be there when you're all gone, you see. However, you won't all be gone anytime soon. Now, those of you who are walking this path back to love, no matter what happens in 2012, as long as you are walking this path back to love, you will not be affected by it. Why? Because you will understand that you create the world you live in, and that you all can create your own little worlds and live there. And as long as you stay true to you, no matter what happens in your world, you will not be affected. Those who will be affected are those who are living unconscious. And the only reason they will be affected is because they will be filled with fear. And those of you who are filled with fear, understand your fears will eventually come to pass. You create whatever it is you want in this world. And we're not going to go through the concepts of creation in terms of manifesting, because we know that there's lots of information out there for you already. We've simply come here today to tell you that you're on the right track. To tell you that the majority of you who feel you are chosen ones are chosen ones. This is a call for the chosen ones. We are putting off the call. Not necessary that you all contact us or the wise one. We are putting off the call because the call is coming from God himself. This is the call, the public call for the chosen ones and the wise ones. It is time. The time of Christ is at hand, you see. We will tell you that in the near future, one of Wise One's purposes is to develop a team of highly evolved human beings, like herself. This team of highly evolved human beings will have a great deal of contribution to this world. They will be wise, and they will be able to perform tasks and do things that others perhaps can't do, and can't do not because they can't, but can't do because they don't know how. Believe us when we tell you, this team of super evolved human beings is going to take place. It is inevitable, and it is a done deal that this will happen in your lifetime. So you either jump on board or not. Quite frankly, the choosing is yours. We have come to give you permission, because most of you are waiting for permission. Since you won't give yourself permission, then perhaps you will accept it now. We've come to tell you the Wise One is a messenger of God. And the majority of you watching this video stream are also messengers of God. And quite frankly, we are tired of all of the messengers being killed and assassinated. And they're killed and assassinated because, you see, they didn't realize fully the love that they were, and of course some of those messengers sacrificed their lives for you. We tell you now, it is time that stops. It is time for you all to know who you are. Get yourselves to a point in spiritual evolution where you will see danger coming. Therefore, avoid it. Get yourselves to a place where deception can be no more. We tell you right now, as you sit there, the Wise One cannot be deceived, because she knows how to smell deception from a mile away. And you all have this ability as well. Could you imagine a world where there are people who can no longer be deceived, and those who cannot be deceived will not be afraid to speak up and speak the truth of what some of you have in your minds? Do not think for one moment that it is an invasion of your privacy to tap into your heads. Quite frankly, all of you do not need to use words to speak to one another. And all of you are allowed to tap into each other's minds because your mind is one. You all reside in the mind of God. Therefore, what you think, you see, your thoughts belong to another. Your thoughts are not of your own. Understand, what you do affects the whole. It always does. You are responsible for each other. But be responsible for yourself first. We've come to tell most of you that you now need to stop denying yourselves. Stop denying who you are. There is a key piece to learning how to live your life at the highest possible level of human potential. The key piece is this: a new system of thought is required. Now, remember those books that we talked about that are out there in the bookstores, and the videos that are out there for you, and the seminars that are also available for you to attend? This new system of thought is already being taught today. If you are familiar with the Course in Miracles that is provided by the Foundation for Inner Peace, then you are familiar with this new system of thought. If you see, have been following the teachings of Marianne Williamson, then you would have been introduced to this new system of thought. By the way, darling Marianne has written a book called Return to Love. If you do not understand what we are speaking about, we suggest you run out and buy that book.